Hello, friends, welcome back to our channel. For today, this will be a very special episode. We are going to be visiting a very special place called the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Abu Dhabi is an art museum located on the Saadiyat Island in Abu Dhabi, in UAE. The Louvre Abu Dhabi's unique exhibition design explores the connections between civilizations and cultures that might at first seem to be far apart in time and geography. Visitors are guided through a chronological and theme-based display traversing different periods and civilizations. So the Louvre Abu Dhabi is the first universal museum in the Arab world. It brings the Louvre name to Abu Dhabi and presents both ancient and contemporary works of historic, cultural, and sociological interest from around the world. The museum was inspired by the special features of the Saadiyat site, a virgin lagoon island between sand, sea, shade, and light. The museum's permanent collection comprises some 700 artworks and group of artworks from every period and civilization, from prehistoric times to the present day. Another 300 works are loans from partner museums. The Louvre lends 100 different masterpieces every year. One of the most compelling aspects of this museum isn't the individual works, but the way they are curated. Rather than categorized by material or culture, they're displayed chronologically, making a walk through the museum feel like a journey through time. The collection itself, a compilation from French institutions and pieces from Abu Dhabi, highlights the connections and universal themes among global cultures and eras. The overall look of this museum city is extremely interesting and modern. A huge metallic dome covers a bunch of differently shaped white buildings, creating an image of an alien ship hovering above a small town. Our first impression. Louvre Museum in Abu Dhabi will make you change the way you feel about museums. Trust us. Not being huge our heart and history heeds ourselves, we were a little apprehensive about spending hours inside one building looking at sculptures, paintings, and other artifacts. To our surprise, we enjoyed ourselves quite a bit and had the most wonderful time at Louvre Abu Dhabi. If you like us have come to the dark side of more culturally enhanced ways to fill your in itinerary, you might be wondering what other museums should you visit on your next trip to the UAE. The Louvre Abu Dhabi is gorgeous. I don't know how else to put it. The pieces have room to breathe. Nothing is mashed together. Nothing has the overstuffed cabinet of curiosities quality that plagues so many of the world's museums. The effect is exhilarating. With the open physical space comes a feeling of enhanced intellectual space. Suddenly it becomes easy and gratifying to see the relationships between objects in a room. This is one of the reasons why I love good exhibits. The placement of objects is the story. I love that moment of oh hey, I see what you're doing here as you piece together the meaning of the layout. The use of natural lighting is worth the price of the admission alone. The architect has managed to harness the blazing intensity of the desert sunshine outdoors and tame it in the most artful, useful ways. The museum tells the story of civilizations unfolding, from early tool building to the dawn of our agriculture to the rise of cities and empires, the development of art and technology, and so on. And as you can imagine, the material culture that the Louvre has at its disposal to illustrate the story is formidable. Now, alongside every other main exhibit, there is one small exhibit like this one that displays many other side details from what the exhibition is based on. So, as you can see, this statue here is meant to be some kind of fictional flying human, and this giant wall represents an ancient archer. for little ones. If you come to Louvre with a child, this is the place to be. This section was dedicated sincerely to children. These small areas are meant to be space activities in which you scan your armband and then it will give you quizzes in which you can earn points. If you have enough points through these activities, as you saw Walid, then you can sign in your email and receive a very special certificate that makes you feel very proud and as if you had done something amazing. In this section is meant to replicate some kind of ancient planet with some very unusual spots sticking out of the floor with different colors and infinity mirrors.